guys, Crystal here with Sea Light Candles and Soaps, and I think I'm ready. I'm hoping I'm all ready. We're going to do a hot process soap today. I've just blended up my lye oil, my lye water, and I'm getting ready to strain it and put it in there. I'm trying to get ready for this weekend. This weekend, my aunt, and there's some silk in there, so that's why I wanted to strain it. I put a pretty good amount in it, didn't mean to, but my aunt is having a yard sale this Friday and Saturday, and she invited me to go over and sell my candles and my soaps. So I'm trying to get ready for this weekend. Hopefully I'll have some lotion. I already did some lotions. Today I'm going to do some body butters. And I'm going to do a shea body butter, a mango body butter, a couple soaps. I did a cold process soap this morning. Oh, it felt so good, and it turned out really good. I'm hoping you can hear me over my blender here. But I am going to try to do a drop swirl today. I've got my little containers back there. I can't believe it. I spilled one of my micas, one of these in these little things. I spilled one on the floor. I was like, oh my god, that made a huge mess. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put my gloves on, but I am almost done here. It's almost come to trace. And I have come to the realization, hold on, let me get some water in here. I have come, I hope you can hear me, to the realization that I need to cook my hot process for longer, because the longer it cooks, then the stronger it becomes, like the harder it turns out when I go to pour it. I figured that out. So, see, all this time, this whole time, I have been going off of the advice of one person that does hot process. And out of all the other people that do hot process, I listen to this one person. I'm just going to get this off my stick blender here. I've been listening to this one person. And her soaps was turning out good. And she even wrote an ebook. And no, it's not Sharon Johnson, but I'm not going to say who it is. But she even wrote an ebook. No, I didn't get the ebook. I just kind of followed her tutorials. Well, she doesn't cook her hot process for very long. And it's the same one that showed me how to liquefy my hot process. Not liquefy it, but do fluid hot process. And so I thought, well, if she's wrote an ebook and she can do the fluid, then I should listen to what she has to say. Well, I'm not saying that what she had to say was wrong, but I'm finding out almost everything besides how to liquefy the soap has been turning out kind of awkward and weird and not working out for me. I'm not saying that it doesn't work for her or anyone else, but it's been not working out for me. Like she said, do 40% water. So I did 40% water. All my soaps was turning out too soft. So I watched her videos and kind of stopped when she stopped, cooking my hot process. And every time I would go to get it out of its mold 24 hours later, it was just too soft, and I would have to let it set out for a while, several days, at least a week almost before I could even cut it, because it was just so soft. So I did a rebatch soap the other day of a fluid hot process soap that I done. And it was just so fluid that it would not harden up. So I did a rebatch of it. And I threw some old soap scraps. For, those soap scraps you have from when you first started making soap. Those things aren't no good. They're terrible at it. Your recipe wasn't perfected. It might not have that much of a lather. Your ratios wasn't really done out that much. So I have like a whole bowl full of soaps that I need to rebatch. So I cut some up and I put it into the squishy soap, and I cooked it, and I cooked it for a good 2 hours. And you guys, I went to go cut that sucker today, and my wire could, if that video's up before this one, which it probably should be, you'll see I struggled trying to cut the soap, and it was that hard. It was really like rock solid. So, even though I'm going to be doing fluid hot process today, I've come to the realization that I need to let my hot process cook for a little while longer before I actually put it in the mold. So, even though I'm doing fluid today, I'm going to try to cook it for a little bit longer, and then I will liquefy it and see how it goes. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's getting ready to overflow here. Good thing I caught it. Sometimes my crock pot cooks it pretty fast. Like right now, it's coming out of the applesauce stage and into the light mashed potato stage. And that's why it was rising up. But it'll do this several times. And then what I usually do is if it's taking too long, I take my stick blender and then I stick blend it out until I get the volcano. But I'm just going to let it cook instead of stick blending it. And we'll see where it comes to. I got my super fats back there. I got my colors, which is, this is a teal and a turquoise mixed. And then I've got, let's see, I got Blue Vibrance mica from Nurture Soap. And then this one is Blue Moon mica from Nurture Soap. And then I've got a white, and usually my white is not in these little cups. They're in this big old bottle right here. Oops. But I'm out of it in that, so I made me a little cup of titanium dioxide. And I got my my little measuring cups ready for when it's ready to go. And I've got my water boiling. Well, it's already boiled, and I've got it on low for when I add the water to liquefy it. You don't ever want to put anything cold into your hot process. So I've got that boiling water ready to go and my glycerin. So when it comes time to go to the next step, guys, I will be back. So we'll be right back. See you later. Hey guys, I'm back. You know what? I think I've decided to not do the fluid hot process today. I don't know why. I just decided not to. As you guys can see, I'm hoping you can see it. It is rising up. And it's going into the thick mashed potato consistency. And, well, that's what it's doing. This will do this a couple times. But I think I'm going to go ahead and just let this cook. Because I want to see about how long I have to let it cook to actually make the bar or the loaf a little bit harder. I don't really want to wait a long while for it to cure out. So I'm not going to do the fluid hot process like I planned on doing. I am just going to let this cook, and hopefully it will get, it'll stop rising. That's what I'm hoping. It'll stop rising up. But I'm going to let this cook, and then I'm going to separate it out and do my colors. You know, I'm still going to separate it out and do my colors, but I'm not going to do it fluidly. Alright guys, I'm back. And I've been cooking this for about 30 minutes now. And that's maybe been a little bit more than 30 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and put my super fats in now. And then we're going to get it taken out and cool down a little bit. The fragrance put in, color it, and mold it. So this is my little experiment, so we shall see if this helps. When I first started this video, I had every intention of doing the fluid hot process. But as I got to thinking about that repatch I did yesterday, I really thought that I needed to cook longer. And it's still fluid, guys. See, I mean, it's still fluid. And this is even missing 3 ounces. The 3 ounces I was going to use to liquefy the soap. So, let me check its temperature real quick. With my little heat gun here, or temperature gun. It's about 180, 190, 187. And my super fats are melting awful fast, which is usually what happens when it's that hot. And I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. I love and I'm going to get little cups. I get them from my grocery store. The grocery store that's right down the road from my house. So there's my 2 ounces of glycerin. And I always put glycerin in it. It just makes it more pliable and, You know, I like putting glycerin and stuff like that in my soaps. So, there went my super fats and my glycerin. I am probably going to take this out of its shell here and let it get to cooling down for a little bit. Once it's cool enough to start coloring and fragrance it, I will bring you back. So we'll be right back. Alright guys, we're pretty much cooled down. I haven't checked the temperature, but I can tell just by the consistency that it's cooled down enough to put our fragrance and sort it out. Yeah, it's down. So I'm going to go ahead and add my fragrance. And what I have found is so far, this is the exact same consistency if I were to only let this cook, you know, long enough to where it does the volcano when it's got the lye cooked out of it. But so far, it's still fluid and it's still really pliable and stuff, you know, as far as if I were to only cook it for that amount of time to cooking it for over 30 minutes. It's still got the consistency that it would have. It is a little bit thicker. But let's get this mixed in real good. And then our super fats are all melted, which is good. And I've not wore gloves this whole time. I know. I forgot them. Don't scrape. I already know. Scrape down your sides because you don't want no crusties. Let me put this over here. So this one's already got some mica in it because I spilled it. Where's my ladle? I love this thing. I got me another one. It's in my car still. I forgot to bring it in. And my daughter washed it and she didn't get all the soap off of it. Okay. I don't know if that's too much or not, so we'll see. I think I know about how much I need in each. So I think that one is a little bit too much. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that one needs to take a little bit out. We'll put it over there. And I didn't put my goat's milk powder or my kaolin clay in here because it turns it a mucky brown color. Ooh, that's hot. Whenever I do that. So I didn't put it in this time just to see what I would get. And I like the color so far. I know this is a little hot, but I want to get all my soap. I like to scrape it. That's how I am with cold process too, anyway. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of glycerin to each of these. Just to get it working and moving a little bit. Because I'm about ready to add my color. And I need it to be pliable still. I keep saying that word. Why do I keep saying that word? I need it to be to where I can work with it. And the glycerin helps loosen it up a little bit. Besides water. So let's get our first color. And I'm going to scrape it. Looks like this is our teal and our turquoise mixed. That's the only thing I don't like about doing these little cups is you can never get all of the color out. This has turned into a pretty green color. That's what I was hoping for anyway. And don't worry, I got more spatulas for those over there. Sorry, my arm's in the way, guys. Alright, next color. So I'm trying to hurry up and do this so it doesn't get too cool on me. Doesn't cool down too fast or... Ooh, that's a pretty blue. Get in there. I'm going to add just a little bit of water to it. Well, my water... I rinsed my pan out, guys. Hold on, it's still hot, so let me put some distilled water in it. Alright. I'm just adding like a teaspoon. And we'll put the rest of it in the other ones as I go. There we go, that helped it. I'm running out of room here. And I'll add the water to this one. I feel like I'm racing the clock. Because I don't want this to harden up on me. And a tablespoon of water, or a teaspoon. There we go. Not much, just enough. This is going to be a lighter blue. It's already a lighter blue, but it's definitely going to be lighter than the other ones. Looks like it needs a little bit more color, but that's all I made up. And the yellow of the soap is making it turn green, kinda. Which I did not want that, but it's okay, I guess. Okay, now the white. And the white has water in it, so I don't need to add any water to that. Alright, let me get my mold, guys. So I want this teal color on the bottom. So I'm going to get that in there. And it looks like I'm definitely going to have to spread it out. Trying to get it in the corners here. Alright. And then let's do this blue. Put that back. I'm not liking the consistency of this soap. It is cooling off way too fast. And I'm not really able to maneuver it that well. So I definitely think I like the fluid way a lot better. It's kind of hard to get it in the corners and get it level. Definitely not liking this too much. Maybe I should have went with the fluid hot process after all. Okay, I think I'm going to do white next. It's definitely my most moist, and it's not as white as I'd like it, so I'm going to add a little bit more TD with the water. Looks like that's about as white as it's going to get here. Let's pound this down. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing here. Can you see? No, not really. Here we go. Let's do that. And I'm going to take the hanger and go through this too. That was my plans. And my daughter is listening to music I used to listen to when I was a teenager. I can't believe she's... Yes, you are. That song was...
Wait, do you need a bottle?
Yeah.
From Christina Aguilera?
That was when I was a teenager, girl.
Yeah, but now Dove Cameron does it for that movie Descendants. Yeah, she doesn't sound.
Will you get me my hanger tool? Yep.
That is not what I expected.
Well, I'll let it cook for like 30 minutes more to see if it... Because remember when I did that rebatch yesterday? How thick it was today? So I let it cook.
You should mix it all together.
Why?
Like mix the blues and whites together. That's what I meant when I told you.
I'm going to do a hanger swirl. Hold on. I'm just trying to get it in the corners. Alright. Now for the hanger. Didn't mean to come back up. Really want to get those mixed. Ooh, that's hot.
You think I was listening to you used to when you was younger? Just wait till now. Like.
Alright, guys. That looks good. Let me get all my soap in there and try to... And then what I like to do when I do the hot process is kind of take my spatula and just go like up and down, give it like a choppy look. But I'm trying to get all the soap off the side. Alright, so I like to just do this. And this gives it like a choppy look for the top. I really like how that looks when I do that. Alright guys, and I'm going to put some glitter on this baby. Let's put some glitter on it.
It's Teenage Love Dream by Alicia Keys.
Is it? Alright, here's some glitter. Everything's better with glitter. Alright. That is it, guys. That is my Caribbean escape. I think it's going to turn out pretty awesome, especially with the hanger tool going down in there with all them blues and that white. I'm excited to get it cut open tomorrow. So we will cut this open. If I put it in my freezer, I can cut it tonight. So I'm going to try to make room in my freezer. I just went grocery shopping, so I doubt if I have any room. But I do have a deep freezer, so if I need to move stuff to my deep freezer, I will. But I'm going to get this in the freezer, and hopefully we can get it cut up tonight, guys. And I've got a lot more soaps I'm going to be doing. I do still want to do the fluid hot process, so I'll get these washed up and possibly do another video. I also have some bath bomb cupcakes that I want to do, and get my shea butter, my shea body butter and my mango body butter made. So a lot of videos coming. So it's about 4 o'clock now, and I got a couple hours still, so we'll see what today brings us. I'm going to get this washed up. So I'll be right back for the cut, guys. See you later. Hey guys, Crystal here, and we are back. We're back to cut our Caribbean escape, and this is what it looks like. Super excited. We did the hanger swirl tool. This is the hot process. And I'm kind of disappointed because I must have miscalculated my recipe. It didn't fill up my mold all the way. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but maybe if I turn it this way. This side is further down than this side. So this side's going to have bigger bars than this side. But I kind of got to hurry because I'm expecting my aunt to come over. She is coming to get some more body butter. She just loves my body butter. So, I thought I'd go ahead and cut this while I was waiting on her. Super excited. It smells, oh my god. It smells so good, guys. It smells awesome. So here, they're a little bit smaller, and they're kind of up on an angle. I'm still learning, guys. Since they are going to be smaller bars, I think I might cut them just a little bit wider. That way, there we go. Makes them a little bit more chunky, but I'm loving the way this turned out. I didn't do it in the pot swirl, but it kind of still looks like it, but I'm loving this, and it's, oh, it smells so good. Oh my gosh, it smells wonderful. Now, once I get to the other side, I'm probably not going to cut them as chunky. I'm just cutting them this chunky because they're a little short on the short side. So, I'll reposition my cutter once I head up that way, which I'm almost there. But these are so cute. I'm definitely going to have to try that again. Maybe with some purples and some pinks. Look how beautiful that is, though. I love the effect that it gives, like the marbling effect. Alright, we're going uphill now, guys. I gotta switch to the other side. Maybe one more. Yeah, it's getting bigger. So these will be a little bit thicker instead of taller. I might just cut it all like that because it is, they are a little on the short side because I didn't fill my mold all the way up. Which, when I first planned on doing this soap, I planned on liquefying it, like making it a fluid hot process. But I changed my mind at the last minute, and I was worried about this soap being too high in lye, like the lye content being too high, even though I cooked it out. So I was still worried about it for some reason. So I took a pH testing strip and I tested it, and it came out with a pH of 5. So it was actually just perfect. I mean, there wasn't nothing wrong with it, even though I thought that it might be a little lye heavy, but no. But I'm loving these bars, and they smell absolutely divine. And we'll get an end piece here. Yep. So last cut. Beautiful. And our end piece. Alright guys, now I gotta clean my cutting board again. I swear I clean that thing more than I cut. Alright, thank you for joining me today. If you like this video, please do subscribe and hit the like button. And of course, comment. Love it when you guys comment. Makes my day when you comment. I will write back to you. So, I've got a couple soaps I've got playing in today. And I told one of my viewers that I would show her how to do liquid hot process soap. So that is what I plan on doing for today, and making some more soaps. I'm getting ready for when I set up with my aunt this weekend. I've been busy trying to get soaps made and body butters made and lotions made. So the kids are finally back in school after spring break. Woohoo, thank God. But I'm going to get some stuff done today. So until next time, friends. Bye-bye.